Fellow Spartans, how you doing, and welcome back to another video. So today we are here taking a closer look at Warhammer again, and in particular the unique and distinguishable architecture of the Empire within its cities across the old world. Now, as I've talked about in the past with Total War Warhammer, it takes place in a world unlike any that Creative Assembly have ever attempted to create in a Total War game before. Here we'll meet legendary lords, encounter ingenious battle mechanics and monstrous beasts that soar through the air and shake the ground. This is a world where the physical laws that govern our own have been twisted, a world where magic is possible. So for CA, this is a big opportunity to explore new and exciting possibilities, both in terms of gameplay and art direction. Whether on the battlefield or on the campaign map, they really want to convey the rich and distinct personalities of each playable race, including the unique style of their settlements. For instance, all buildings are designed to reflect their race's visual style, circumstance and disposition, which have been evident on the campaign map reveal we saw last year, of course. It's clear they've taken inspiration from Games Workshop's fantastic building miniatures for Warhammer Fantasy Battles tabletop, as well as reference in literature and illustration. This will have undoubtedly offered a great foundation, but there's still much more needed to create the full, authentic experience they're aiming to deliver in Total War Warhammer. They have used concept art and 3D experiments to feel out how they can build on the architectural conventions that are already established within the lore, and working with a fantasy setting for the first time, they have to remind themselves to push ideas further beyond the realm of reality. With that in mind, this is the first time that they've been able to create buildings which don't have to, for example, adhere to the rules of gravity, allowing for impossible constructions where being visually interesting is more important than being structurally sound. When it comes to the Empire, they are an industrious and hardy people and are quite advanced for the age. Their dilapidated buildings draw influence from 16th century Germanic architecture, with hints of the Gothic, fantastically exaggerated. Tall, narrow constructions with steep roofs, sprouting smoking chimneys, pinpricked with spikes. Many dangers roam the land outside cities of the Empire, and few dare to reside beyond their great walls. As such, the cities have become beacons of relative safety where the majority of the Empire's citizens live their lives. Populations have grown and overcrowding has begun to mould and shape settlements. The Empire, long having been on a war footing, have had to put town planning to the back of their minds somewhat. The result is cities that are teeming with life, with every square inch is valuable, and where cities have to build upwards and on top of each other. Crooked platforms, spires and towers reach precariously towards the sky, changing and growing organically as parts break or new additions are made whenever usable salvage can be found. Some of the buildings show embellishments echoing insignia seen on unit armour. Symbols of the Empire and the cult of Sigmar signify the pride and strength of the nation. Skulls, iconography of Moor, serve as macabre reminders both of the ability of the Empire to dispatch their enemies, but also of the horrors that threaten to destroy them. The settlements show all the signs of a nation constantly at war. Thick smoke bellows from industrial workhouses and forges busy making weapons to support the war effort. Grime, cramped living conditions and rat holes make it clear squalor and crime are rife. Improvised reinforcements against collapse and awkward extensions that jut out at odd angles show the make do and mend attitude of its people, as well as their ingenuity. These are a city of beggars, thieves and scholars, where priests cross paths with soldiers in the streets and ordinary folk go about their business. Occupied with everyday tasks, their thoughts are with their work and family. The laws that govern their lands and the soldiers that protect them wage brutal and costly wars to keep their cities safe, and like them, the people have adapted in order to survive, to succeed and to prosper. So that's it guys, a nice little taster of what the world of the Empire is going to be like and how this affects the populace within it. I'm really eager to see how this transfers onto the campaign map and what challenges you may face when playing as them. Will political infighting, civil unrest and the potential of squalor and disease present the player with difficult decisions, and therefore constantly will you find yourself having to balance many factors throughout your time playing as them? And given the dangers that roam the land, will the unwalled settlements that are within your provinces make it that you have to invest heavily into those cities more in order to defend them against the higher threat of attacks. And this will surely make you have to strategically think about what you sacrifice and what you build within them, given their vulnerability. I get the feeling that the Empire could be one of the hardest factions to play on in Warhammer when it comes out, but we'll see hopefully in April of this year. Thank you guys so much as always for watching, but until next time, this is Warrior Spotter for now saying farewell.